Hello and welcome to a video where I'll be going through all the different things that I did for gold capping in 6.2.2. The video is going to be a bit long because I have different topics that I want to cover, but most of the topics are auction house, garrison and pets. So let's just get to it. So about 3 months ago I migrated to a high populated realm. When I migrated I only had I think it was like 300,000 gold. But due to smart investments, I actually made about 200,000 gold just migrating, because well, the prices was really good on this server, and I was able to do some smart buys. And these investments actually made me completely reconsider what the sort of things that sells on this realm can do for your overall goal. And that's why I basically just started to, well, what can you say, auction house play again. Even if the garrison does make a lot of gold, you can still make a lot of gold on the auction house. And that's just kinda how I ended up doing the gold cap pretty fast in 3 months time. So I'll just quickly showcase some statistics first. So as you can see, I have sold, well, no, that's not the one. Let's see. Oh, why can't I find this one? That's odd. Well, as you can see, I have gained a total of 1.6k gold. The gold is not pure profit, but this is how much gold I have made in total. And then you can also see the amount of purchases and how many auctions that I have posted. This is pretty much stats from just 3 months of auction house, so you will see that I have been pretty active. You can also see that I have sold some pretty expensive one as well. That was a pet, and this one was a mount that I bought. Yeah, I have been spending a lot of gold as well while even gold capping, so I could have gold capped about a month faster if I hadn't been spending all this gold in the meantime. But yeah, so that was just the stats that I wanted to quickly go over. Now for the kinda interesting part of the auction house. Now on my main character I have leather working and jewel crafting. So on my druid I do work orders every day. And I think I also pretty much always do the work orders for the jewel crafting, but it kinda depends on the black rock ore prices, cause the black rock ore prices are pretty bad on my realm. They are 2 gold per ore, which is a little much. But yeah, as you can see, I make these different items 640, re-roll them to good stats, and then try to sell them for at least 1,000 gold. This is not the greatest profit, but it's still quite a good. While I'm also trying to sell these garrison things, to sometimes get some extra gems from soloing Dragon Soul. I get transmog items and low level items from the garrison boxes that I open, and I also make these Mr. Pandaria 6465 items. Surprisingly, these actually sell, and these are really good profit because the materials can be as low as like 50 gold per crafted item. So these are actually really good profits. Sometimes I sell these for almost 1,000 gold. Other times I just tend to undercap other people and sell them for around 500 gold. So this has also been a really good profit maker for me personally using the leather working. Then I also sell these things here. Now this can only be used pretty much for heirloom enchantment now, or twinks. But they still sell because I'm a high populated server, enough people make new characters and whatnot all the time. And these sell for around 200 to maybe 700 gold at most. And sometimes you get quite a bit of competition on these, other times you are the only one that's posting. So that's pretty sweet. So definitely try to make these enchantments for heirlooms. Let's see what else. Again, more leather. Oh yeah, and then I have this one. I have been experimenting with leather working transmog or rare items that are just kinda weird. So I went with the molten core crafted items. These sells quite slow, but when they do sell, they sell for a high profit, so I can make like 1,000 gold per item of these sold, and maybe I sell like 1 or 2 a week, but it's still easy gold, and the materials are plentiful on the auction house if you just check every day. More Mr. Pandaria items, more molten core, more Mr. Pandaria, more enchantments, then even more Mr. Pandaria. Sometimes I even try to sell these leather refurbishing kit just cause the leather prices on my realm is pretty low, but don't really bother with it. And I actually think that's about it for the leather working part. So let's scroll up again. Now the second part I will go is that I recently just got fed up with the pet bullshit in World of Warcraft, and I just started to sell all out my pets. If you have a lot of pets lying around and you don't really feel like this is something you want to spend your time with, I definitely did not want to. Maybe it's time that you consider caging all the pets that you can cage and then sell them. Doing this, I made around 400,000 gold, give or take. I had one TCG, the Guardian Cup, and some other high-selling pets for like 20,000 gold here and there. This has been a huge profit for me, and I'm definitely happy to do that, cause the gold inflation is really high right now. And if you have rare items sitting around, you should just dump them now, cause who knows how Legion is gonna, what can you say, do to gold inflation. So I would just dump the rare items that we have right now. So if you have any good pets or any rare items, try to sell them. Not many people are gonna have that, but I had it, and I just wanted to get rid of my pets now because I don't want to collect them anymore. So let's see. Let's go over my warrior, which is my second level 100. On his character he has inscription and alchemy, and I'm pretty much only doing alchemy on him, so I am selling where can it be? Yeah, where, there you go. So I'm selling these ones, all different kinds, and these have quite a bit of what can you say, competition on them, so you have to undercut maybe twice a day or something like that. But they do sell, and it's pretty easy to do. You just buy Fool's Cap. That is the main herb that you should try to buy, and then you just mill them, and then turn the materials into ink. You sell the raw ink or trade them for the ink that you need for these shoulder enchantments, or just sell the ink raw for like 3G each, and then you just make these pretty damn sweet profits. Sometimes these go for as high as 700, 800 gold, other times they're below 200. It's a bit different. What else? Yeah, I can't really say that I'm earning a lot on alchemy. One thing that I do with alchemy is that I make the 680 trinket. I only made one of those so far, but the 680 trinket is okay. It's not that good profit really. But another thing that I also tend to do is I make transmutarium bar. These sells for like 50 to 80 gold on my realm, and it's just, you log in once a day and do the transmute and log out again, whatever. It takes like 5 seconds, and then you can make like, well, maybe 200 gold a day doing that, something like that. So that's pretty easy profit as well, just another thing to log in for. Let's see what else. So let's take my third level 100. So he is an enchantment and tailoring, and I have pretty good luck so far selling the tailoring items 640. So stuff like this, haste and multi-strike is a pretty good stat. These seems to be selling above 1,000 gold, and there doesn't seem to be that much competition on tailoring made items, at least on my realm, and it has actually been quite good to sell these for a decent profit. Another thing that I also sell is the Hex View Essence items to upgrade the item. these sells for quite good as well. At least they're better gold than Burnished Essence at the moment. Burnished Essence are dropping a lot for me, but they used to be good gold as well. Yeah, and I also tend to sell some enchantments, but enchantments on my realm are pretty low profit. It's not that good, at least, and it takes a while to sell the materials and enchantment scrolls. So yeah, I don't really like that too much. But yeah, let's just quickly go out here and see for the main character what kind of my my way to do this. It's just gonna go into my warrior. So as you see, I only have 3 level 100s, and only on 2 of them. So these 2 I'm doing garrisons. I do only work orders and checking the garrison catch on this one. And now the garrisons are pretty obvious, so I'm not gonna talk about that much, but it's basically just getting treasure hunters from the inn recruitment and just bother with herb garden and doing work orders and stuff like that. Everyone knows about that. It's pretty boring. Another thing you can also do to maximize your profit and even get some what can you say, gear for your old characters is to do fishing shipyard on just maybe one character. With the shipyard I have gotten a lot of gear, so I don't even think I'm wearing anything anymore on this character. But yeah, before I started gearing this character more, he was using gear that I gotten from the shipyard, which is pretty sweet and easy gearing. But yeah, so see, you log in and you get like 300, 500 gold here and there. It's pretty passive and it's easy. It takes about maybe 3 months to set up a character for this sort of deal, and then you basically just do the work orders, do the missions, and yeah, it's pretty boring, but it's definitely one of the easiest way I know to make gold of. And then you just log in, you know, you do your cooldown dailies, maybe even these work orders here, and you do some thinking about what you want to craft. So right now this is a pretty good sell for me, weapon crystals, and the other one for offhands. Basically just know what sells on the auction house, know what to make, do the garrison to the best of your ability, and that's about it. So that is how I gold capped in about 3 months time without really caring too much for it and spending a lot of gold on the side. I probably spent about 500,000 gold in 3 months as well. So yeah, it's been pretty funny and it's been easy to do it. But yeah, I hope you found this useful, and maybe you will do some of your own auction house playing combining with the garrison. So yeah, goodbye.